You remember me from yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you remember the story we talked about?
Yes.
And when Gurbani Keertan went out to the market with 5 rupees, do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. What did he do with those 5 rupees? Yeah. That's good. Did you share anything yesterday with anyone? Remember I asked you to share something? Did you share something?
Yeah.
Your crisps. Very good. Did anyone else share anything yesterday?
I did.
Yeah. Share your sweets or something? Good girl. What did you share?
Chocolate.
Well, very good. And you? Chocolate. Good. Good. Okay. So are you having a good time here? Yeah? Good. Okay. Now, today we're going to talk about different stories then. Does anyone know the name, put your hands up, of our first Guru? Gurbani Keertan. Is he right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Does anyone know the name of our 5th Guru? Good. Is he right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone know the name of our 10th Guru? Yeah. Good. Okay, now it's going to get hard. Does anyone know the name of Guru Gobind Singh's dad? Yeah. Okay. Gurdev. Okay, now it's going to get really hard. Does anyone know the name of Guru Gobind Singh's son? Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? Good. And another one? Baba Jeet Singh, Baba Fateh Singh. Yeah. Joravar Singh Ji and? We've done that one. Done that one. One more. Starts with it. Jujar Singh Ji. Good. Okay. Now one day, it was raining. And raining and raining and raining, and it wouldn't stop raining. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji and Baba Joravar Singh Ji, the young sons, were standing by the window, and all they could see was rain, rain, rain. Do you remember a few weeks ago, it was raining all the time? Couldn't even play outside. Could you play outside in the rain? What? Even in America. And even in Guru Gobind Singh's time, it was raining and raining, and what comes with rain? It was hailing, and what else was coming? It was something in the sky. What comes in the sky? There were clouds, thunder, and lightning. That's right. It was lightning. And Baba Joravar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji was staring outside the window. And then their grandmother, whose name was Mata Gujri Ji, she was standing behind them. And Baba Joravar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji said to Mata Ji, to their grandma, I wonder where Dad is. Where is our Pitaji? Who was their Pitaji?
Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
And Mother Gujri said, don't worry, he'll be home soon. And they looked at each other and they thought to each other and they said, but it's been days. It's been days and days and Pitaji hasn't come back home. And Mata Gujri just held their hands like this and said, don't worry, they're going to be okay. And then suddenly, there was a thunder and a lightning in the sky. And Mata Gujri held their hands tight and there was a knock on the door. And Baba Joravar Singh Ji said, stand. And Mata Gujri just held their hands and they turned around and somebody opened the door. Was it Guru Gobind Singh Ji? It wasn't then. It was one of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's friends. And they said, Mataji, we've got to leave quickly. And Mata Gujri said, well, what's wrong? And Baba Jorawar Singh Ji, Fateh Singh, but it's raining outside. We can't leave now. It's raining and it's lightning outside. How can we leave now? But Guru Gobind Singh Ji's friend said, Mataji, we've got to leave now. And they could hear horses outside. And there were more Singhs outside. And then more Singhs came inside and said, Mata Gujri, we've got to leave now. And Mata Gujri said, well, what's wrong? And the Singh said, they're coming after us. And then they heard more horses outside. And more Singhs came inside. And they said, right, we've got to leave right now. And they quickly picked up Baba Jorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji, because they were very young. They were 5 years old and 7 years old. Is anybody 5 years old here? Are you 5 years old? And who's 7? Anybody who's 7? Okay, 7-year-old stand here. And only one person. Okay, you're 7-year-old stand here. Who's 5-year-old? You stand over there. Okay. And Baba Jorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji were standing there and scared. And Mata Gujri held their hand. And the Singhs came inside the room and there was thunder and lightning, it was raining, and they were looking at each other and they held their hands together like this. And the Singhs got together and said, we've got to leave now. And the Mata Gujri said, okay. She quickly picked up her suitcase and her bag. And the Singh said, we've got no time for that. Because they're coming after us. And Mata Gujri did a quick ardas. And she had a big kirpan on her. And she took the kirpan out and said, who's coming after us? And then Baba Jorawar Singh had a kirpan. And he said, yeah, who's coming after us? And Baba Fateh Singh said, yeah, who's coming after us? And Mata Gujri said, don't worry, we're going to be fine. And the Singhs quickly picked up Baba Jorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji and put them on the horses. So they went on the horses and sat down on the horse. And then Mata Gujri Ji sat down on a horse. And they were all riding in the rain, in the dark, in the lightning. And everybody was quiet. And as they were riding the horses, what do you think the Singhs and Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh, Mata Gujri was doing? And Simran. Close your eyes, put your hands together. You're riding the horses and there's thunder outside and there's lightning outside and it's raining. And you're riding the horse and we're going to do Simran. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. And we're going to ride faster now. And the more the horses were riding faster, the Simran became faster. Together. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. And suddenly the horses stopped. And there was a thunder. Bang! And there was lightning. And there was no lights in the roads. And there was mud everywhere. And Baba Fateh Singh, Baba Jorawar Singh said, well, what's wrong? Why we stop? And Mata Gujri took her kirpan out. And she said, who's there? And all the Singhs were on the horses and they surrounded Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji. And suddenly, the people who were coming after them came. And you could hear the horses. And there was a fight. And there was kirpana coming out. And there was a Police on the house! And Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji took their kirpans and said, yeah, where are you? Where are you? Come out. And there was a big fight. And then in 10 minutes, it was all quiet. And Mata Gujri looked at the Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji, and they said, we're fine. No worries. And Mata Gujri said, good boys. Did you fight? And said, yeah. We did it like Dad said. Like Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught us. And Mata Gujri said, good boys. Don't worry. They said, no, we're not worried. Who's going to come after us now? Wait till Dad comes home. When Guru Gobind Singh comes, we're going to beat them all up. And all the Singhs said, a big Jakara. Big Jakara. And they started riding the horses again. And they rode the horses for a long time until the night was gone and the rain had stopped. It was really muddy. Yeah? And then the sun was rising up. And then Baba Jorawar Singh Ji was riding the horse like this and said, I'm tired now. Can we stop for a while? And Mata Guji said, yeah, I think it's a good time to stop now. And the Singh said, no, you can't stop because they're still after us. Haven't you heard? And Mata Guji said, what do you mean, haven't you heard? Heard what? Oh, Mataji, they got hold of their brothers. Who? Those bad people took Baba Ajit Singh Ji and Baba Jujhar Singh Ji and they were in a fight. And there were hundreds of them. But Mata Guji said, but there were only children. There were only 2 of them. Who else was with them? They said there was only about 10 or 20 more people with them, Singhs. And how many of the bad people were there? There was over 1,000. And Mata Guji said, Waheguru, what's happened? And the Singh said, I'm sorry, but they're dead. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji, Baba Jorawar Singh Ji did a big Jakara. Big Jakara. And Baba Jorawar Singh said, well, my brothers have gone to God, to Waheguru, and we're not frightened. Who are these bad people? Let me at them. I'm going to beat them up. And Mata Guji said, just hold on. Tell me what happened. And the Singh said, these bad people, thousands of them, surrounded Baba Jujhar Singh and Baba Ajit Singh Ji. And they were fighting and Baba Ajit Singh Ji fought them all the time. And there was loads of them out behind them. And Baba Ajit Singh Ji cut them all down. And Baba Jujhar Singh Ji also cut them down until all of them sat on top of them and beat them up and killed them. Mata Guji said, so what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And the Singh said, don't worry Mataji, we're going to go to the next town and we know somebody who's going to look after us there. But where is Guru Gobind Singh? He said, we don't know where Guru Gobind Singh is because he's also fighting the bad people. And Mata Guji said, don't worry because Waheguru is with us. Waheguru is always with us. We're not frightened. We are good Sikhs and we are Khalsa. And Baba Ajit Singh said, Baba Jorawar Singh Ji said, yeah, we're Khalsa. We're not frightened. So they rode the horses and went to the next town. And they went to a friend's house and they stayed in the house. But this friend turned out not to be a good friend. He looked at Baba Jorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji and he thought, Mataji's alone and I know she's got some money and I'm poor and nobody gives me any money. I want some money, he thought. And Mata Guji said, but Guru said, look after you. Why are you doing this? And he said, but all this time I have been making roti for you. I just want some money. Give me the money now. Because I know Guru Gobind Singh can't catch me now because he's fighting somewhere and I want my money. And Mata Guji said, okay, you can have the money, but go away. We don't want you here. And he said, yeah, give me the money and I'll go away and that's it. You can stay in the house, but I don't want to stay here because bad people are after you. And when the bad people catch you, they're going to kill me as well. And I don't want to be killed. I want to go. He was a chicken. A big fat chicken. And Baba Jorawar Singh said, yeah, you big fat chicken. And Baba Fateh Singh said, yeah, you big fat chicken, go away. So he ran away. He took the money and he went away. Do you know what he did? He went and told the bad people that Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh and Mata Gujri were in his house and you can catch them there. He went to the bad people. And the bad people gave him more money. And he thought, yeah, I've got all the money. Now I'm going to go away and good luck to Baba Jorawar Singh. I don't care, he said. And his name was Chandu. Chandu, the big fat chicken. Remember that. His name was Chandu. And Mata Gujri sat in the room and she closed her eyes, and Baba Joravar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh Ji was tired from the horse riding. They had ridden all night and they hadn't even gone to sleep yet. They hadn't even eaten anything yet. So they sat down and they started doing Simran. And as they were doing Simran, okay, let's do Simran. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. There was a knock on the door again. And Mata Guji opened her eyes and she knew what was going to happen next. The bad people walked in. They walked in and they pushed Mata Guji to one side and they took Baba Joravar Singh by his hand and Baba Fateh Singh and they grabbed hold of them and put blocks on their arms and they threw them on the floor and they said, "Ha! Where is your dad now? Where is your Guru Gobind Singh?" And Baba Joravar Singh, "Let me at you, let me at you, let me hold my hand, let me take my kirpan." And the man laughed and said, "Ha ha ha, you little boy, I'll teach you a lesson." And he slapped him one and threw him on the floor again. And Mata Guji took a kirpan out and they threw Mata Guji on the floor as well. And they captured him. And Mata Guji said, "Don't you dare touch my boys." And the bad man said, "What are you going to do about it?" And she said, "I'll show you. Let them have their kirpan and we'll teach you a lesson." And he said, "No way, I'm going to give you a kirpan." So they captured them. And they put them on horses and took them to a prison. They took them to a prison made out of bricks. There was no room in the prison. It was just a big tower. And on top of the tower there was no room. There was nothing. It was an open roof. And they threw Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Fateh Singh Ji on the floor. And they threw Mata Gujri on the floor. And they said, "Stay there. And we're not going to give you any food. We're not going to give you any bed. We're not going to give you any water. And you can stay here forever." And Mata Gujri said, "We don't care. Because Waheguru is with us." And they sat down on the floor, they closed their eyes, had their hands together, and they started doing Simran. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. And they kept on doing Simran for such a long time, they didn't even feel hungry. They didn't even feel thirsty. And the night came, and it was cold on top of the tower, because the wind was blowing. And then Baba Joravar Singh, he said, "I'm cold." And Baba Fateh Singh Ji said, "Yeah, I'm cold as well." And Mata Guji held them together and they cozied up together and they said, "Don't worry, Waheguru will look after you." Next morning, the bad man came again. They walked inside and they threw Mata Guji on the floor again. And they picked up the sabzade and they said, "Right, you two coming with us. We're going to teach you a lesson." And Baba Fateh said, "Oh yeah, what are you going to do to us?" And the bad man said, "I'm going to teach you a lesson. You're going to see my king." And Baba Joravar Singh said, "There is no king except Guru Gobind Singh. He is the Raja. He is the king." And the bad man said, "Well, we'll see about that. You got to come to see my king." And Baba Joravar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh Ji were led with ropes on their arms. And their hands were tied. And they were led through the tower and they walked. And they came to a door, and behind the door was sitting the bad king. And the bad king was sitting like this, a big fat tummy like that, and he was eating. And Baba Joravar Singh said, "So who's your big fat chicken king there?" And he said, "Don't you talk to our king like that." And Baba Joravar Singh said, "Oh yeah, so what are you going to do?" And said, "Right, go in there and do matate to my king." And then Baba Joravar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji said, "I know what I'm going to do." And Baba Fateh Singh Ji said, "I know what I'm going to do." And Baba Fateh Singh said, "Let me go first." And Baba Joravar Singh said, "No, let me go first." No, you're always going first. Let me go first." And he goes, "No, I am bigger than you. Let me go first." And Baba Joravar Singh said, "Okay then, you can go first." And as they opened the door, Baba Fateh Singh Ji took his shoes off and he showed his feet to the king and he said, take that, I ain't going to do matha take to you. And the king goes, oh, he was eating something and he got stuck in his throat. He goes, and the king goes, who are these children insulting me with their feet? And the soldier said, oh, sorry king. And he said, who brought these kids to me and made shame of me and basically of me? And they said, well, we didn't mean, we told them to do matate. And the soldier who was sitting next to the king got a big fat slap from the king, goes bang on his face. He said, you did basically of me. And Baba Fateh Singh Ji walked inside, and then behind him, Baba Jorawar Singh came and took both of his shoes and said, take that, I'll do makkah to you. And then as they stood in front of the king, both of them took their arms out and said, and the king said to the boys, I know who your dad is and I don't like him. And Baba Jorawar Singh said, we don't like you either. Give me our kirpan and I'll fight you. And the king started like, you're a little kid, you can't fight me. And then Baba Fateh Singh said, oh yeah, then give me my kirpan back. And the king thought about it and said, Guru Gobind Singh is the best sword fighter in the world. If I give them the kirpan to these, they're going to probably beat me up. And said, no, I can't give you the kirpan. You're my prisoners. I can't give you my kirpan. I'm not going to give you a sword. And then Baba Jeet Singh said, so what are you going to do with us? And the king said, I'm going to have to think of something bad to do to you. But he first said, are you hungry? And Baba Jorawar Singh was about to say, yeah. And Baba Fateh Singh said, not going to say that to him. And they just looked at the king and they were hungry. And the king had lots of food in front of him and lots of sweet stuff. And he said, would you like a sweetie? Would you like something to eat? I've got lots of stuff. And they said, no, we don't feel hungry. Would you like some water? No, we are not thirsty. Would you like some good clothes to put on because you're cold? No, we are not cold. Take us back to our grandmother, otherwise my dad's going to come and beat you up. And the king said, no, I'm not going to send you back to your dad. I'm going to teach him a lesson. I'm going to punish you. But if you cut your hair, I'll let you off and you can go back to your dad. How about that? And Baba Jeet Singh said, cut my hair? And Baba Fateh Singh, cut my hair? I'd rather die than cut my hair. You can't even touch my hair. They had the star on and they had the juda. And they said, no, I'm not going to touch my hair. And then the king said, these boys are stubborn. They don't listen to a word I'm saying. I'm going to have to teach them more lesson, he thought. He said, right, okay, all you have to do is say you're not a Sikh. All you have to do is say that you don't like Sikhi and you're not Guru Gobind Singh's children and you believe in what I believe in my religion. And Baba Jeet Singh and Baba Fateh Singh looked at each other and said, are you mad? We belong to Guru Gobind Singh. We are his Khalsa. And we belong to a Kanpur ki Fauj. And what did they do? And the king goes, I don't like you saying that all the time. Stop it. And they did another one. They're doing it louder. Somebody closed my ears and then they did it again. And he said, for goodness sake, will somebody shut them up? And the people, the soldiers behind them, got behind them and put their hand on their hand. And the Baba Jorawar said, bit him, and he goes, he bit me. And Baba Fateh Singh said, how dare you touch my face? Give me my kirpan back and I'm going to beat you up. And he said, no, we're not going to give you anything back. And then the king got, these boys, are as tough as their dad. How are we going to teach them a lesson? And the king brought his soldiers next to him and he said, what shall we do to them? And the soldiers go, you better get rid of them, because if their dad finds out you've got them, he's going to come and whip your back. And the king thought, I better get rid of them, because if Gurbani Singh finds out that I took his kids, Gurbani Singh is going to whack me one, and he's going to kill me, for sure. So they quickly asked Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji, they grabbed hold of them, and they stood them next to a wall. And then they got somebody else who was building something in another house and said, you come here and put some bricks in front of them. And the man said, what do you mean? What do you mean to put bricks in front of them? I'm not going to do that. It's not a house, they're children. And the king said, do what I say, otherwise I'm going to kill you too. And the man stood in front of Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh, and he said, I'm really sorry, but the king has asked me to put bricks in front of you. And Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh said, so what are you waiting for then? What are you waiting for? Quickly put the bricks in front then. We're not scared. And as Baba Ajit Singh Ji and Baba Jorawar Singh Ji were standing there, so two people, quickly, stand over here. And Baba Ajit Singh Ji and Baba Jorawar Singh Ji were standing like that. And slowly and slowly and slowly, the bricks were being laid down on the floor. And Baba Ajit Singh Ji and Baba Jorawar Singh Ji were holding their hands. And these bricks were being put up. And they were being closed up next to this wall. They put the bricks up like that. And they closed them up. And they closed them up with bigger boxes. And as they were being put boxes and bricks in front of them, Baba Ajit Singh Ji said, stop! What are you doing? And the king said, well, if you want, we can give you some food and sweeties, and if you cut your hair, I'll knock the wall down. And Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Jorawar Singh picked their hands up and said, they said, no, no, never. What did they say?
No, no, never.
Louder than that.
No, no, never.
And the king said, yes, you will cut your hair. And they said,
no, we never.
And the king said, yes, you will. And they said, no, no, never. And then the king said, I'm fed up with this. Quickly put the bricks up because they won't stop talking. And they kept on doing Simran. So close your eyes, put your hands together, and they kept on doing Simran. Waheguru, louder, louder. Slowly, it was quiet. And there was no more sound. Because the bricks had come up to their face. And as the bricks were getting higher and higher and higher, their faces were covered and their eyes were closed, and suddenly there was no sound and everybody there was quiet. And the king looked at them and they said, oh. And the soldier said, oh. And Mata Gujri couldn't hear them doing Simran, and she said, and suddenly, as the bricks got higher and higher and higher, you couldn't even see Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh. And the king was frightened. He said, what are we going to do now? And the soldier said, it's your fault. You did it. You told them. And the brickman, he said, you told me to do it. Guru Gobind Singh is going to come and kill you now. And the king said, well, somebody find out, are they dead? And the soldier said, no, you check. Why should we check? It's your fault. And the king said, no, I'm scared that if I go next to the wall, they might come out the wall and beat me up or something. And then suddenly, the soldiers went up to the wall and they looked down and they could see Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh. eyes were closed. Nothing was coming out of their mouths. Somebody touched them. And there was no sound. And everyone knew that Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Bajor Singh, had gone to heaven. So Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jorawar Singh's souls had gone up from their bodies and they'd flown up and they'd gone up to the heaven. And Guru Gobind Singh found that out straight away because he could feel it. And Mata Gujri could feel their souls. And Mata Gujri, when she felt it, she did a big jakara and said, Bole Solihan! And in that very instant, when the Sahibzade souls had gone from their bodies to heaven, Mata Gujri's soul also went and left her body and went to heaven. And Mata Gujri was standing on top of the tower and she fell down on the floor. It was quiet. And everyone said to the king, you did a really bad thing now. You killed Guru Gobind Singh's children and you killed his mother. And they all ran away. And the king, all the roti and everything he had eaten, he vomited it out. And he had a pain in his stomach. He said, oh, I feel ill. Nobody wanted to be his friend. And suddenly, the soldiers quickly decided, we better get rid of this because if they find out what we did, they're going to beat us badly. And somebody quickly broke down the wall. They broke it down. And Baba Jorawar Singh Ji was lying down on the floor. They quickly picked up Baba Jorawar Singh Ji like that. And they quickly tried to bury him. And then the king said, but, what if he's still alive? He might be alive. And then the soldier said, well, it's up to you. What are you going to do? And the king quickly picked up a sword and whack! And killed off Baba Jorawar Singh Ji's head. And he went on the floor. And then he quickly picked up Baba Fateh Singh Ji from the wall. And he was lifting him like that. And he put him on the floor and got his kirpan and killed him again. And he was down on the floor dead. Then the king was in big trouble. The news quickly went to Guru Gobind Singh. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji was sitting down in the jungle with a big kirpan and a khanda. And the Singhs came to him and said, Babaji, we've got some very sad news. And Guru Gobind Singh said, what is the sad news? He said, your 2 children have been killed. And Guru Gobind Singh was listening. And this bad king who lives in a town called Sarhind, he put bricks around them and he suffocated them until they were dead. And Guru Gobind Singh was listening. And they never cut their hair. And Guru Gobind Singh said, Bole Solihan! Did my boys do Jakara? They said, yes. Did my boys do Simran? Said, yes. Did my boys cut their hair? They said, no. Did they have the star on their head? Yes. I am happy. Why should I be sad? And the Singh said, yeah, why should we be sad? And then Guru Gobind Singh said, what about my mum? And they said, Mata Gujri never cut her hair, she never took her dastar off, and she fought the people, and then she has also gone to God, to Waheguru. And Guru Gobind Singh said, I am very happy with my children. But who is this bad king? They said his name is this, he's a wazir, and he lives in Sarhind. And Guru Gobind Singh said, right, get me some men. And then Guru Gobind Singh found a Gursikh by the name of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur. Do you know his name? Baba Banda Singh Bahadur was 7 feet tall. And he had 2 khande like this. And he had armor everywhere. And even the horses couldn't lift him up. He was so big. And Guru Gobind Singh said to Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, go to Sarhind and give that bad king a lesson that he will never forget. And Baba Banda Singh Bahadur said, I'm going to go to that town and I'm going to teach them a lesson. And Baba Banda Singh Bahadur took 10,000 Sikhs with him, all on horses and elephants, and they went into the town and they said to the townspeople, anybody who is responsible for killing Guru Gobind Singh's children, this is your last day, last chance to get out of the town, because we are going to break down every house and every brick in this town. With the same bricks that you bricked up Guru Gobind Singh's children, we're going to break up all your bricks until there is nothing left in this town. And all the people started, please, it wasn't us, please, it wasn't us, it was a bad king. And all the people who had nothing to do with it ran away. And the bad king was sitting there like a big fat chicken, and he was hiding in the tower. And Baba Banda Singh Bahadur went to the tower and he did a big jarkara, and all the Sikhs surrounded the tower and broke down every single brick in the town. Every single house in the town, every single place in the town was leveled down to the ground until it was just mitti there. And Guru Gobind Singh did a bakshish on Baba Banda Singh Bahadur and said, anybody touches my children or my Singhs, they will get the same punishment. Because my Singhs will not cut their hair. We will not take our dastar off. We will not take our kirpan off. We will not take our kakar off for anyone. And when all the Singhs heard about this story, every single child, every single mum and grandmother and fathers and mothers, they all stood up and said, Tan Baba Ajit Singh Ji. Tan Baba Ajit Singh Ji. Tan Baba Jorawar Singh Ji. Tan Baba Jorawar Singh Ji. Tan Baba Fateh Singh Ji. Tan Baba Fateh Singh Ji. And Tan Baba Jujar Singh Ji. Tan Baba Jujar Singh Ji. And everybody became happy and said, we are proud to be Sikhs. We are proud to have children like that. Are you proud? Yes. Are you proud of Guru Gobind Singh? Yes. Are you proud of his children? Yes. And are you going to live like his children? Yes. We are never... Will you cut your hair? No, no, never. Will you take off your pug? No, no, never. Never. Because, do you know a secret? Guru Gobind Singh's children and Guru Gobind Singh's mum and dad, Guru Gobind Singh, did a magic. And the power they had, they gave it to all his other Sikhs. The same power that Babaji had, they gave to their Sikhs. This power can only be taken when you take Amrit. And when you drink the Amrit, made by the Panch Pyare, that water that you drink is the power of Guru Gobind Singh, and it goes inside you and makes you just like Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh Ji. So you have that power when you take Amrit. So when you take Amrit, and when you're ready to take Amrit, remember this story and remember that Guru Gobind Singh's power is going to come inside you to make you strong. Okay? So be good Gur Sikhs. Be proud of Babaji, Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh Ji, and remember what they did. And remember they kept on saying, no, no, never. And there's a few things that you have to say no, no, never to. Will you cut your hair?
No, no, never.
Will you eat meat?
No, no, never.
Will you smoke cigarettes?
No, no, never.
Will you take any drugs?
No, no, never.
Will you drink any sharab?
No, no, never.
So, always remember this, to say no, no, never. But what you must do is what Baba Jorawar Singh, Baba Fateh Singh did was Simran, and be strong. And remember that Guru Gobind Singh Ji is with you all the time. Okay, Sanji?
We have another story.
Yeah, maybe not now, but another day. We'll do another story. Okay? So be good boys and girls. Remember to share things like Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught you, and also be strong, just like Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught his children. Does anybody want these stickers? Should we remind you? Yeah? Okay, take one each. Okay?
In a line, in a line, in a line. Sit down, sit down, sit down, in a line. One line, one line. Share the story. We're not going to sit down, go to the side.
Wait. Once you've taken it, you have to sit down. Remember to sit down.
Just lean, sit down.
Has everybody got one? If somebody, excuse me, Waheguru, listen.
Okay, come on, 5.
Okay, bottoms on the floor.
3, 2, 1.
If somebody's got 2, then you share it with somebody who hasn't got one. Okay? Okay. Okay, thank you for being good.